Welcome to the City of Austin GIS Day 2020. We are super excited to bring you a sneak peek into some of the tools, data, and people while we work to spread the good word of GIS here at the City of Austin. Throughout this video, I will be introducing several very smart people that work here at the city and help maintain our GIS system. These people will share some of their ideas, goals, and ambitions and how they got to this point in their career with y'all in hopes to better help your career and teach you more about GIS and how it's done through municipal government. Part of the bedrock of the GIS system at the City of Austin is our democratically based operating board. In the operating board, we raise, vote, and discuss issues which affect all city employees and residents alike. It's kind of like what happens here at the Capitol, but with less of the sweet gavels. Here to discuss GIS management is Marna McLean, an IT manager with the City of Austin's GIS division.
Hi, my name is Marna McLean and I'm an IT manager at the City of Austin. My division is Geospatial Technology Management, and my team develops GIS web applications for City of Austin staff and residents, as well as manage the GIS infrastructure for the city. This includes server management, account management, license management, things like that. I have been in this role for over 4 years, and I've worked at the city for nearly 20. So, which do I find more valuable in my career, experience or education? And I'm gonna have to say both. I do have 2 degrees. I take lots of training, and I try to stay as up to date on emerging GIS technology as I can. I think that it would be impossible to do my job without considering the experiences that I've had working at the City of Austin. Through those experiences, I meet new people, I grow my network, I learn to problem solve and be a better communicator. And I think that those experiences help me be a better manager as well. So I have 2 geography degrees. I have a bachelor's degree from University of Texas at Austin. I majored in geography and then minored in geology, and most of the courses I took were in kind of the earth sciences subjects, but I also took my first GIS course at UT. And my master's degree is in geography as well, and my focus at Texas State was resource management.
As we all deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, the City of Austin has also pledged to be a progressive voice on the issues of data reporting and preventative measures. We track measures through our numerous COVID-19 dashboards, which can be seen online and are viewed by hundreds of thousands of people across the city, state, and country every day. Please take a look at these dashboards and let us know if you have any feedback. Another super important part of GIS at the city is taking care of our environment. as our city is a confluence of aquifers, springs, wetlands, and they're all teeming with endangered wildlife and raging frat bros alike. There are several avenues we use to approach the task of environmental protection. And now, here are a couple people from our environmental protection departments to speak more on the matter.
Hi, my name is Daniel Davis, and I'm an IT supervisor in the Watershed Protection Department of the City of Austin. Watershed protection has many functions, but one of our primary roles is the stormwater utility for the city, meaning that we maintain infrastructure like drainage pipes, inlets, and manholes that convey stormwater runoff to ponds and creeks. Watershed protection is also responsible for the quality of Austin's creeks and groundwater. We work to keep pollution and erosion from impacting habitat and the environment. In my role as IT supervisor, I manage a team of GIS staff. That's GIS technicians, analysts, and analyst seniors who perform data entry on our stormwater GIS. We review construction plans for changes to drainage pipes, inlets, manholes, and stormwater ponds, and we update the stormwater GIS as needed. So when new systems are built or old ones are removed, we make similar changes to our GIS. Our data is used throughout the department and the city for flood modeling, asset management, utility location in the field, and other development-related activities. My educational background is in environmental science. I have a Bachelor of Science from the University of Oregon. In college, I studied biology, chemistry, environmental issues, and also GIS. I didn't plan on making a career of GIS, but in 2007, I took an entry-level GIS position in watershed protection, developing our stormwater GIS. I found that I was intrigued by researching old, hand-drafted construction plans from the earliest periods of Austin's history, some plans over 100 years old. I felt connected to the history of my hometown by creating a data set that will be used for decades or maybe even centuries to come. In my experience, GIS is equivalent to problem solving and critical thinking. I've never met anyone who is an expert in all aspects of GIS. It's just too complex of a field to ever know it all. The most successful GIS professionals that I have met excel at working out solutions to the problem at hand. They may not know off the top of their head how to accomplish some task with GIS software, but they know how to break a problem down, research, and learn what they need to know, and arrive at a solution. At the City of Austin, we use GIS for a huge variety of reasons. We track assets, track where work needs to be done, monitor changes in the health of our environment. We observe patterns of urban development over the course of decades, among hundreds of other examples. Personally, I found GIS to be a rewarding field to work in because it gives me the opportunity to learn new technologies and collaborate with people in different disciplines, and to solve problems efficiently. The field of GIS is constantly changing and growing, and I'm excited to see how far we can take it in my lifetime. Thank you.
Hey TxGIS Day attendees, my name is Chaz Armijo and I'm an IT supervisor with the City of Austin's Watershed Protection Department. At the Watershed Protection Department, I oversee the administration of the Drainage Utility Fee. The Drainage Utility Fee is a utility customer fee that funds essential stormwater services and infrastructure throughout the City of Austin. We use impervious cover and parcel data to determine the fee on a property-by-property basis. The fee is based on the impact the property has on the public stormwater drainage system. We use GIS technologies to manage our data, keep it timely, forecast change, and to identify any potential billing issues. In my career, experience has been more valuable than having a formal education. Of course, a basic understanding is important, but I've learned most of what I know on the job while solving problems or working through existing process improvements. Also, connecting with GIS professionals is something that's helped me a lot. I don't think I could have gotten that if I stayed in a formal education setting.
Another huge important part of GIS of the city is dealing with trash. And no, I'm not talking about TikTok influencers, I'm talking about recycling. And now, here are a couple people from Austin Resource Recovery Department to share some words of wisdom on that matter.
Hi, I'm Heather Ketton. I'm an IT Geospatial Analyst Senior at Austin Resource Recovery, which is part of the City of Austin family. What I do is things like our route maps showing garbage routes, recycling routes, things like that. Those, I want them to be easy to understand and quick to reference because they're used by almost everyone in our department. And I want them to be pretty because they're going to hang on the wall all year and we have to look at them. So I spent some time making them look nice. I also do things like these one-off maps to answer a specific question. So somebody will email us and ask, which recycling facility is closest to each recycling route for budget? Or where are all the trash cans and recycling bins downtown? So I can send them a map and answer that question that way. I've also made some maps for City Council. So one we had recently was our homelessness maps, where I took data from 311 calls, plotted it all out on a map, and made a bunch of charts and graphs and things to show all the data that I possibly could, but not make any assumptions about what that data was saying, so that they could come to their own conclusions in the meeting. So what I studied to get here, I couldn't make up my mind. So I started out in civil engineering, did that for 2 years, architecture for 3 years, and then geography, where I got my degree for 2 years.
Hello and welcome to GIS Day 2020. My name is Michael Zavala. I'm the IT Supervisor over TxGIS for Austin Resource Recovery Department within the City of Austin. Our group oversees, manages, and supports IT software, hardware, and assets for our department. We also provide GIS services to help support other divisions with project planning, data collection, data maintenance and analysis, general cartography or map making, and manage applications that help staff do their jobs efficiently and accurately. Valuable skills for this job would definitely be problem-solving skills, excellent all-around communication, paying close attention to details and deadlines, thinking outside the box, and last but not least, putting your creative side to work. The sky's the limit.
Austin's changed a lot over the years. Our hippies and freaks have been replaced by tech bros and tourists, and our drafting tables have been replaced by GIS desktops. We have come so far, in fact, that our aerial imagery goes back to the 1940s. Check out this time slider, and no, that's not an Insta filter, that's OG black and white. Our nationally recognized GIS program continues to expand. This gives students and young people like you the possibility to contribute to future projects and innovations. We work with leading partners like Los Angeles County, the City of New York, and the University of Texas to collaborate on important projects. Public safety is a huge part of GIS also at the City of Austin. Here is Nate Casepier from the Austin Fire Department Wildfire Division to talk more about its importance.
I help create, manage, and communicate data and information related to wildfire hazards in Austin. I create maps that help provide spatial awareness to our firefighters and an overview of the situation to incident commanders. I also get to help support our drone team, who can provide a live aerial video feed of an emergency situation using drones. Creating, managing, and visualizing wildfire risk data help decision makers make informed decisions about where and how best to allocate resources to mitigate the threat of wildfire in Austin. I studied forestry at Stephen F. Austin State University in Nacogdoches, Texas. I discovered GIS during my forestry studies. I knew it would be a valuable skill to have, and it's a great way to understand the environment. I learned that I really enjoyed making maps. If you study anything related to natural resources or the environment, you'll get at least some exposure to GIS.
Thank you so much for taking the time to learn about the City of Austin's GIS team, tools, and progress. While there are so many people who could not be included, I would like to give a big thank you to all GIS staff at the city and elsewhere who help improve our society and make the world a better place to live. I leave you now with this beautiful and symbolic shot of U2 Tower. Thank you A&M for co-hosting the event.